So it's been almost a year exactly to the date since we bought our new TYM tractor. I'm gonna give a 1-year review on it. I'm gonna talk about what I like about it, what I don't like about it, what all we've used it for, and stay tuned to the end and I'll tell whether I would buy it again or not. So we've had this for almost a year to the date, and it's got 41.5 hours on it. And we've used this thing, I won't say every day, but we've used it almost every day for something. Of course, we've got our other tractor too. It's a John Deere. So this is a TYM 4815H, which is a 48 horsepower. It's the 15 series. It's a hydrostatic. It comes with a front end loader. I don't think we got any options on it. I think you got to buy the bucket, so that's the only thing we really bought. I can't remember that. It might have come with it. But what all we used it for, we've used it for a lot of bush hogging. We've got the bush hog on it now. It's really good, especially around the garden. And I think I got some clips. If I do, I'll put it in right here. Yes, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, there you go. Help me one time. But the hydrostatic, especially around the garden when you're backing up, when you go around the corner, you can back up easy and get that corner, where a gear tractor is a little more difficult. Usually when I'm on my gear tractor, I just go. And we've used it for laying plastic mulch. We've done post holes with it. Front end loader, we've carried a lot of mulch in it, spreading around. You can see now my wife cleaned out the kitchen garden, so we're going to take this and throw it in the dump. And man, we've used this a lot, quite a lot. I mean, it's unreal how much we've used it. And one good thing about this, and I'll talk about the things I like, my wife feels comfortable driving this thing, where, you know, a regular farm tractor, she don't. So that's one good thing I like about it. I like the lift capacity on the bucket, and this thing will pick up a ton. I mean, it will. I don't know if I've had anything that I can get in the bucket that it won't pick up. I do like that. I kind of like the hydrostatic. At times I don't like it. I love these tires. They don't mess up your yard. Whereas my regular tractor tires, if I bring it up in the yard and there's just a little bit of rain or something, and it'll tear the part out of your yard. The PTO, I've got where I kind of like it. It's the electric PTO. The lift capacity on the back is, I mean, it's outrageous. I like that. I need to fold the row bar back up. I had this in the high tunnel, and we fold it down. I need to fold it back up. So I like it's got good power steering. I love the 4-wheel drive. This size tractor, you've got to get a 4-wheel drive. I didn't think you would need a 4-wheel drive. My other tractor's not 4-wheel drive. But there's been times I've got this in kind of a little place where you've got to have 4-wheel drive. I don't know if you got to have it, but it just makes your life a little easier. So I love the 4-wheel drive. I love the tires. I love the seat. Seat's air ride. It's adjustable by your weight. Power steering is great. I like this. Love the horn. I like the 3-speed on the hydrostat. And I pretty much like the position of the, I thought this is not quite as good as some of the other ones in position wise. I wish this was a little longer, but I've got where I like it. It's not even an issue now. So that's some of the things I really like. And I like the engine too, because it's really quiet, even when you rev it up. And it's got something else I like about it. It's got an economy PTO. It's got a little lever here where you can go economy, we don't have to put your engine up revving so high, and it's got regular. So I'm almost exclusively running in economy, and you don't have to rev your engine up as high, and it takes less diesel, and it's quieter. I mean, this engine is quiet too. I'm gonna start it up and let you hear it. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll talk about the things I don't like. engine is fantastic. I really like it. And I also like the, let's go up to the bucket real quick. I like this quick disconnect bucket. I guess it's like a skid steer release. And I like this a lot better than the John Deere. Because there's times I take this bucket off, we're doing a lot of bush hogging. Takes a little bit of pressure off this front end. I don't necessarily do it on my John Deere because it's heavier. This is a little lighter tractor, so I'll take that off and it's easy. You don't have to worry about those little pins. If you got a John Deere, you know what I'm talking about. So some things I don't like about it is, one thing I hate about it is this parking brake. It's in an awkward position. You can't, I guess if I was 50 pounds lighter and 20 years younger, it might not be an issue. But it's so hard to bend down and get that thing pulled up and then release it. You gotta hold that, but it's like a car. You gotta push that little button in, like the old cars that had the emergency brake in the center. You gotta push it all the way down or your brake light don't go off. I absolutely hate that. Four-wheel drive is okay. It's kind of low too. But if you get in the bind, I just take my foot and just hit this down and put it in four-wheel drive. So, and then I get off and at the end of the day and take it out of four-wheel drive. So that's not that big a deal. Another thing I don't like about it is the 3-point lift, the actual mechanism. One thing, the handle's too small. Let's go to the other side, you can look at that. So when I said too small, I mean it needs to be higher. See how short this thing is? And if it's up here a little better, it would be easier to maneuver or adjust. And that's the other thing, it's got I don't know if I can adjust some. I've tried to adjust some of it out. I need to try maybe after it's been broke in a little bit better. You can't feather it real good. It's either like down or up, down or up, down like this fast. Whereas like my John Deere and the old Ford or whatever, you can kind of ease her down or raise her up. It's just got like one speed up and down. So tried to adjust the speed on it, and it either gets where it won't go at all or it's really fast. So I'm gonna adjust that some more. I haven't fooled with it in a little while. So that's two of the things I don't like. The hydrostatic is okay. Like I said, if you're doing a lot of loader work, you're doing some bush hogging, you need to back up and down, it's fantastic for that. But just out mowing in the field, I just soon have my other tractor. The cruise control don't work all that good, or you can't get it set just right. And you know, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's not a deal breaker. That's the only thing I don't like about it. And it rides, now this ride's a little rougher too than my John Deere, so that's not a big deal either. Whenever I pretty much know every bump in the field, so when I come up to it, I ease off on the hydrostat. So there's a couple places I probably don't know, but I've been over these fields for 30 years. So I know when to slow down and when to go. So, I mean, that's not a deal breaker on my part, but, you know, and it's not really fair too, because if you're just starting out, you never owned a tractor. I mean, this would be a fantastic tractor to start with. But, you know, I've been with a clutch and a regular tractor all my life, and it takes a little, I got to think about what I'm going to do. Whereas the other tractor is just kind of, you know, I can be out in la la land and I can still do all this. But this one I have to kind of think about. But if you're just starting out, you can get your first homestead, you need a tractor, which I don't know how these people survive without a tractor. Even, I mean, this is not that big of a place. I can't imagine having these two good tractors. But at least one tractor. This will be a good tractor to start with. This type tractor is what I mean. You don't necessarily have to buy this brand, but a hydrostatic, get the biggest horsepower you can, compact tractor would be a good tractor to start with. So would I buy this tractor again? For the money, yes, I would. It's a good tractor, it's good engine, it's good hydraulics. We'll see in 2 years how I feel, but right now, yeah, I would go, all things being the same, yeah, I would go buy this tractor again. It's like, you know, I like John Deere, I love John Deere. I went to go buy John Deere. This tractor, 48 horsepower, is cheaper than at the time than their 30, or their 25 horsepower, 325. This was cheaper than that, so I think now they've come out with some lower payments and stuff. But for 48 horsepower and what I got the money in this tractor, you cannot beat it. I mean, this tractor does everything we want to do. Been real plus to the farmstead here. Yeah, I would buy this tractor again. So if you're thinking about buying a tractor and you're thinking about a TYM, I would recommend a TYM. If you're thinking about, if you're just starting out, you don't know what kind, you don't have this in your area. I mean, we looked at, of course, we looked at John Deere, Kubota, Coyote, Massey Ferguson. Kind of looked at the blue one, the New Hollands, and the LS is the same tractor. So for the money at the time, this was the deal. We liked the twin pedals. The Kubota has the Trindle we didn't like. Massey Ferguson had the Trindle. I really liked the Massey Ferguson, except for that. And the price on the Massey was pretty good at the time, but this is still cheaper for the money. There's a 35 horse, this is a 48. So get as much horsepower as you can afford. If you're gonna buy a compact tractor with a hydrostatic, get as much horsepower as you can afford. I've never seen anybody say they regret getting too much horsepower in this size tractor. So I hope this was a help. I would buy it again. I'm probably forgetting about something. I'm just kind of going off the cuff. And but I think I covered everything. Hey, give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Support your local farmer. And if you got any questions, leave a comment, send me an email. I answer all comments and emails. We'll see you down here at the farm in the next video.